Anton, what are you gonna review next?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about...
What's wrong?
Oh god. Oh god! It's a massive shit. Coming! Bombs away, bitch!
That was a big shit. Hold on. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, what is that? What? What the hell? Oh my god. This is gonna be good.
Ranton!
Ja, ich bin back! I love zombies. You can beat them up and they don't start a movement. Women, am I right? Back then, State of Decay 1, I just thought 9. But now I have a gaming channel and I've become more open-minded. So, State of Decay 2? Can you use it in a sentence?
Deine Papiere, Jude!
We stay together. We find somewhere safe. We survive.
State of Decay. Donkey Kong, it's finally hit. Oh, so sorry. There ain't no real story here, motherfuckers. Sure, you start off by choosing your favorite minority. That's Jay-Z, just kidding, what the fuck is that?
This is hell.
But I played as Lick, cause I really don't give a fick. Apart from some unique dialogue between the characters, the setup is always the same. There's an outbreak and then you spawn in your average German refugee camp, although that's not accurate. After that, you drive to a town and your survival begins.
How the hell do we do this without the army around?
First things first. You gotta turn on the vibrations. State of Decay Donkey Kong 2 is a third-person survival game. It's not a horror game, nor does it have any slight creepy vibes like a Dead Rising or this guy.
Give me your hand! You okay? You okay, mate?
This is a straightforward base manager with some open world exploration, combat, and somebody who's coming to you live once again through the power of the internet. So let's talk about the basics first. The character you control always has an indestructible knife for close combat in case you don't have a real melee weapon, since they break pretty quickly. I think he would call it a shiv. Not because I'm doing any racial profiling, God forbid, but because he may have some gang affiliation. There's only one attack button for you to worry about and a dodge. Everything else is seen in the statistics, and the same goes for your gun. Your backpack serves as your inventory, where all the items that you find on your travels are safely stored, even giving you quick access to throwables and consumables. Wow, look at that. Die howler. Check it out, guys, Trevor James. Since all the action can get pretty overwhelming, and once a character has died it, he has died it for good. State of Decay Donkey Kong 2 also allows for a stealthy approach.
Skyrim! Anthony, why are you screaming around like a person with some sort of mental disorder? Well, because character progression works similarly to a certain extent. All the things you do, whether it's running, climbing, looting, driving, fighting, shooting, Donald Trump, they all level up as you do them. That's why your mother is already level 50, because I do her a lot. It's math. But she calls it love. Stupid slut.
This character, for example, has very low wits. Where can you see that? Exactly, his face. He looks retarded. Once they have reached their maximum, you can specialize the skill by choosing one of two improvements. If that isn't some deep and complex skill tree, then everything is fine in this world. But why even do all these things? Why do you loot? Why do you drive? Why do you fight?
Why do I do this?
Well, it's all to keep that home base and its inhabitants afloat like soap does to a boat. I know most of them look halfway dead already and he looks like he did it. I got my eyes on you, cunt. They consume food on a daily basis. Every person requires a bed. When they're sick, they need medicine. They probably also have to, you know, poop. And their well-being, or unwell-being in my case, can ultimately lead to disaster like them leaving or fighting each other. That's right, the zombie threat meter in the bottom is your least of concerns. Especially character traits can really impact the way your group of survivors gets along with one another. So in order to keep everyone happy, you need to expand your base on the few vacant building slots that are left. Every facility has a different cost and provides different benefits. They can be upgraded, torn down, or just simply break, like ACG did to my heart the day he blocked me.
Price of some game, I want to know. I think it's actually pretty cool information for everybody to have. The International Podcast
And all of this management demands a ton of resources. Pizza, crossroads, rockets, chocolate, and more. There are different ways to come about them, for example by finding a Rucksack, which is German for Rucksack, and bringing it to base, or by acquiring outposts that produce them daily. The only currency in State of Decay Donkey Kong 2 is influence. It is gained in various ways, almost like XP, but not quite, okay? Smaller amounts are given out for rather trivial accomplishments like getting zombies, but larger amounts are rewards for quests. Quests basically just pop up on screen and can be followed or not. You're a free individual, you can do as you pleases. Mostly they just consist of helping other survivors out in the world, trading with them, recruiting them to your base, or destroying some zombie infestations. And last but not least, every survivor has a standing. PJ. This is improved as you complete quests while playing as them, although I don't know if it's voluntary. They go from recruits to citizens to hero,
大王可曾听说他们3年无话
which then allows you to appoint them as the leader of the community. This can have varying effects on your people depending on what kind of leader they are. A sheriff, warlord, builder, or trader. And this will also decide what direction the story will take.
Allegedly. I admit, I have a bias. I am German, so... Una cerveza, por favor! Danke. I don't understand survival games like The Forest, or Ark, or Conan Exiles, or also, of course, State of Decay 2. I don't get them. Everything is made to piss you off, and you have to try to stop the game from pissing you off. I personally believe the best way to do that is to stop playing. But some people indulge in this perpetuum mobile, so I thought, fuck it. This is all just a bunch of mascara. It can't be that bad. Well.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Let's get the obvious out of the way here. State of Decay Donkey Kong 2 looks like a PlayStation 2 game and runs like a bitch.
On a stick.
The frame rate severely tanks at times for no apparent reason other than my computer vehemently resisting rape. Come on, man. All of this is just superficial crap. Let's take a closer look. At the animations, for example.
We have to find a place to settle down. Now.
For once, the army and I agree. It's time to get off the road and find a home.
Yeah, I rest my case. So let's look at the dialogue and the voice acting.
Uh-oh. I've heard that symptom before.
This guy right here is infected by the blood plague. If he doesn't get medical treatment soon, he's going to turn into a zombie. In other words, he will die it. So let's listen into some dialogue.
Fuck. This blood plague bullshit could really kill me.
Hang on, okay? We just need to build an infirmary to get you fixed up.
Got it.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, he got it. He definitely got it. No problem. Got it. Copy that.
Okay,
Some people have said that this game lacks polish. When has that ever stopped the Germans? Can we just call it what it is? In terms of presentation, this is an unmitigated disaster.
But some games just have a hard time in that regard. You need to dig deeper to find their true appeal. I definitely enjoyed the straightforward gameplay. One attack button to kill them all. Attacks feel quite impactful and beating up zombies is fun. Especially at night when things get pitch black. Although it might be a little ironic that State of Decay 2 gets more enjoyable the less you see of it. Most action-related gameplay elements, whether it's combat, stealth, or driving over some infected, come together nicely. On the other hand, exploration has a key issue that pissed me off so hard. It's insane.
Oh no.
It's so damn trivial and a failure on such a ground-based foundational level. Oh. To search things, you need to hold a button. Now that is nothing new, but you need to hold it for about 6 seconds. 6 seconds! 6 fucking seconds. It's wasting your goddamn time. And if you want to speed things up a little, you run the risk of alerting enemies in your vicinity. Oh my god. What the flying godfuck? This made me hate scavenging after a couple of hours only and throw this game down the drainage. Now let's address the biggest problem of State of Decay Donkey Kong 2. The reason why this game has no reason to be played. Why are you doing all of it? Why are you endlessly repeating the same grind over and over again? Find a house, look for resources, bring them home, repeat. All of it just to keep certain numbers and dials from turning red. That's it. Think about it. There is no discernible story whatsoever, so the suspense is lowered to 0. Nothing is at stake. Yes, if a character dies that you've been working on for long, it's frustrating, but why? Just because me and Snoop, we dipping again? No, because you lost time. But everything here is just about losing time. Characters are all so incredibly dull and generic and may only be surpassed in their utter lack of depth and detail by the game's sad and miserable looking world that has nothing to offer. Nothing. The only thing that's memorable here is that car cause it's glitching out like a bitch.
On a stick.
I played this stinky garbage for hours and hours, hoping to finally reach the fun part. I also looked at some Let's Players who praised the game and they're like, yeah man, you really gotta get that resource to survive, you know? Once you have that, then you really did it, you know? Subscribe.
And let's not forget that State of Decay 2 totally forgot to add any sense of direction. Quests are always the same. Survivors asking for your help. Fantastic. Pick yourself! No lore, which is fine by me if the gameplay was exciting, which it isn't, which makes it not fine by me. There is no real main storyline. I mean, just fucking reflect on that shit for a second, Lamau. Everything in this game is either shit or average or just non-existent. And this game is getting scores like this. What the... AIDS has won!
There is literally no point in this game. Nothing to explore here. Nothing memorable. Neither in the world, nor in the gameplay. Well, Antoni says, fick dich, du Spastenkind, Hurensohn, Dreckspiel, Schwanz.
I am a little torn though when it comes to the user interface, although not really. Like a ladyboy, at first sight it's quite pleasant and presentable. Things are gradually revealed to you with plenty of pictures and not giant text boxes. Unfortunately, all of this is quite misleading. Again, figuring out the details on your own is great and can be fun, but it isn't when you click on the wrong icon because you just don't really know what the fuck to do yet and then you wasted 3 hours worth of resources. But on the other hand, what fucking difference does it even make? No matter how well you play State of Decay 2, the grind remains always the same. I never felt like I had a real overview or an understanding about my community and what statistics are found where exactly and why and how, due to the game just blatantly ignoring players with low IQ. It looks easy at first, but ultimately I found the menus to be oddly convoluted and awkward to navigate. Keep it cool, what's the name of this game? I can't remember, but it's alright, just
uninstall.
I'm not actually sure if this is a first, but I couldn't reach the credits here, guys. I tried. I played over 10 hours of this ungodly abomination. The first second of gameplay felt the same as my last, and I didn't feel 1 inch closer to a final goal. There isn't a goal. Shit! And I have aged over 60 years doing so. There are 3 fairly decent sized maps and no selectable difficulty settings. In fact, I find it pretty hard and your girlfriend does too. Sorry, talking about my dig back to the issue to say how much content is offered here.
Imagine it like a 4-hour-long movie that only showed you turds. That would be a pretty long movie, but how much does it really offer except the turds? Anton, your reviews are superficial and absolute shit. Yeah, man. So what, man? I don't care, man. Fuck you, man. It's not even true, man. It's not true at all. I'm not gonna do anything then. The trees that whisper in the evening, carried away by a state of decay, is a complete shit. Absolute shit. And I'm seriously shocked how this fuck even has a fan base. Yeah? What the fuck? Why? What is this game except a hate crime? 3 out of 10. Goodbye. Like and subscribe. I'm back, motherfuckers.